I'm Nadia.
And I'm Nicole.
The Wealth Twins. In this video, we will give you the latest update on the second stimulus package, an update on the $600 unemployment extension, and an update on those blocking of evictions. Plus, bonus, we will tell you how this is all related to the record level price of gold right now.
We will also address why we think there may be a stock market crash if the whole second stimulus package is not passed before Congress goes on its break.
Yep. Hold on to your seats because it's going to be a bumpy ride. So let's get into it.
Now, this week is a big week for the U.S. economy. First, the stimulus package that we originally had is set to expire on Friday, and the Federal Reserve will meet to discuss U.S. monetary policy.
Yeah. As an update to the second stimulus package, Congress has now agreed that there will be a second direct stimulus check payment. These checks will be up to $1,200 like they were before to families who are under the income limit. They're still going to get those checks and they will get the checks for their kids. But what needs to still be agreed upon is the income limits.
Now, the Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said that we should all get a check based on what was in the original CARES Act. Not this $40,000 limit that the Senate was originally suggesting.
Yeah, based on what's going on, it's almost a definite that if you make under $40,000, you will get a second stimulus check. As for the rest of the people, we don't know yet. They have to agree upon it. But it's most likely going to be about the same income limit it was before.
Now, the second stimulus checks should go out by the end of August, but that's only if Congress agrees before August 7th.
Yeah. We already heard from the House. They're saying they're willing to push their break so they can come up on an agreement for that second stimulus package. Right? The federal unemployment benefit will also be extended, even though there will be a lapse this week because Congress didn't agree upon it and any amount last week.
The Republicans do not want to keep the unemployment benefit at the current $600 limit. Right now, they want to say they're going to decrease it to $200 a week and up to 70% of wage replacement. Okay, and they also want to include some type of bonus for people who accept the job offer versus keeping the $600 unemployment benefit that people have right now.
Yeah, their whole argument is that people are making more money staying at home than they are working, right? But without that federal unemployment benefit, people who are unemployed now will just receive their state's benefit, and that's not enough. With the hold on evictions, there has been a lapse too, but that may be extended. A lot of people fell behind on their rent payments in July, and August 1st is right around the corner. If people were having difficulty paying their rent with the extra $600 a week that they were getting in that unemployment benefit, how is $200 or no federal unemployment benefit at all going to pan out for them? How is that?
I mean, on top of that, if you're receiving $600 a week and they're saying that's something that you don't want to go back to work for, I think it misses the point that you have to have a job to have health benefits. And if you don't have health care, $600 is not something that's going to make you stay out of work when you need health care.
Yeah. With this on top of the hold on evictions not being extended yet, there could be a huge rise in homelessness, all right? So where does this lack of agreement leave the American people?
I say up a creek with no paddle.
Nobody wants to be up a creek with no paddle.
If you agree with what we said, please comment below, up a creek.
Yeah. In addition to this, you're leaving the American people with no kind of lifeline. The lack of agreement is having a big impact on the economy.
Yep. Currently, we are in a global recession due to coronavirus. And the stock market, in our opinion, has been propped up by the stimulus package and the federal monetary policy.
Yeah, there's no reason why it's so high right now.
That's because what Nadia is referring to is something called irrational exuberance.
Irrational.
It was a term coined by Alan Greenspan back in the 90s, but it makes sense today. The stock market is going up, but the earnings don't explain it. What's going on with businesses don't explain it.
Now, also, the gold price hasn't been this high since September 11th, right? Nicole and I were both working at Goldman Sachs at the time, and that's another recession that we hit that was due to an outside force.
I know. I usually tell people this time that we're going through now, the pandemic, reminds me a lot of what happened during September 11th. It was a time when we all needed to come together for a common cause. We were all going through a hard time with recession, high unemployment, and we needed the government and the Fed to step in to get the economy going back up.
Yeah, we all need to be on the same page in order to bring the U.S. out of this. A lot of things are out of our control. We need to get out of this recession. We need to get people back to work. And the only way we can do that is if we all work together.
And gold prices are showing the same thing as they did back in September 11th, and they're doing it now. We believe that the stock market will be very volatile this week and might even take a huge nosedive if the House goes on break before a second stimulus package is approved or CARES Act 2.
Yep. We don't expect the Fed to raise their interest rates after their meeting this week, which will lead to the price of gold to rise even more as investors start flocking to the safety outside of bonds.
Gold has reached a record high. It's trading very close to $2,000 an ounce, even though gold isn't the best investment.
Why is that?
Well, why? One is because of the bond yields that we're currently seeing, uncertain earnings, and the lower value of the dollar.
Yeah, usually investors would go for bonds, but the yields are so low, and especially on the 10-year Treasury, it is hovering around 0.6%.
So
that is
basically
zero, basically zero. In addition to that, the pandemic has made earnings for many companies uncertain, and a lot of businesses are closing. This will affect dividends, which can be cut as a response to falling earnings.
Both of these take away the opportunity cost that's usually associated with owning gold, right? Which doesn't pay anything and actually costs you money to store it. So it right now makes gold a good asset allocation play, even though there's no opportunity. The opportunity cost is not there anymore.
Yeah, you can't do it. It is a cost to hold and gold. You can't put it on your bed. You have to pay for it. So this is to tell you, people are willing to pay more for an asset, all right? We are dividend investors.
Dividend investors.
But we also believe in good asset allocation. So far this year, gold prices have risen 28%.
Yes.
Gold can be seen as a currency since it also has value all over the world and is not managed by one single country.
Since gold is priced in dollars, and right now the dollar is currently down against other currencies, international investors might buy more gold with their money because they can see it as a good investment to buy something in dollars. If the dollar doesn't go up, investors will continue buying gold and raising its price.
Don't let the international investors bid up the prices of gold because they think the dollar is going to drop. We need to make a difference now. I want you guys to comment below your thoughts on whether the dollar will go up or drop in the near future. In our opinion, to get a handle on gold prices, the dollar, and the stock market, the Senate has to stop focusing on why people shouldn't get $600 a week in unemployment benefits or who shouldn't get a second stimulus check. All right, start focusing on a solution to the pandemic.
Yes, the Senate should do whatever they need to do to pass a second stimulus package that will keep the economy going, or else the stock market will likely go down or even crash, and gold as an investment will continue to soar and hit new record highs.
A good second stimulus package needs to be passed, and it needs to be passed quickly. That stimulus package also needs to last long enough until there's a way to get a handle on this pandemic.
Right now, Moderna is a company that's starting phase 3 of their vaccine trials. In some states, they're actually seeing a decline in the number of cases.
Okay, let's take a step back. Please write down below if you're willing to take the vaccine.
Well,
it's just interesting to me, right?
Whatever we need to do to get the economy going, all right? But unemployment, we know, is making these numbers go up every week. Unemployment is increasing every week.
The number of people who are claiming unemployment for the first time increases every week. It's like 1 million people every week.
So regardless if you believe in a vaccine or not, we believe that we should be focusing on the pandemic and controlling that, and not the second stimulus checks given to people.
Just give it to everyone who received it before, and let's keep it moving, right? There needs to be some certainty. If there's no certainty, people get scared and markets get jittery. If you handle pandemic, everything else would not be needed. In the meantime, Congress and the American people should worry about what we can control and try to fix that.
That's our opinion, and we would love to hear what you think. Leave us a comment below. Should Congress just get on with it and pass the whole second stimulus package this week and keep those on unemployment afloat until the pandemic is handled so we can get out of this recession?
I think they should. Let us know what you think. In the meantime, this is Nadia.
And I'm Nicole.
The Wealth Twins. And if you want to hear more from us, make sure you subscribe and share this video. We make videos weekly, and we want make sure we know what what you want us to hear from us.
We talk about the stimulus. We talk about investing. We talk about building wealth. That's what we're here for.
All right. See you in the next video.
Bye, guys.